Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Mackey. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Blake. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here comes Richard on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. McGee escaping the pressure. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, it's a tough way to start this Super Bowl, Charles. You give up the touchdown, and then on the first play, you take a shot downfield. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And Charles, ho-hum, another year, another Super Bowl appearance for this head coach. He already holds the all-time record for most Super Bowl titles. And now here he is trying to bring home yet another.
And this guy's thirst for victory, absolutely unquenchable. Every year we think, okay, that's enough. He's going to go ahead and retire and move on and give someone else a chance. But no, he keeps winning, and you keep playing, and you keep adding to your Super Bowl titles. Go ahead, give someone else a shot. Teach them how to play the game a little bit better so maybe they can win a Super Bowl too.
Throwing on 1st down. McGee. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Out of his end zone, Young. He completes it to Hunter. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Hunter now will go in motion left. Johnson is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Banks. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. McGee. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Operating from the gun. McGee. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. McGee. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on second down. McGee. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. In motion right here, Hunter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Banks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. It's Young on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now they're in the hurry up. Young now. Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Hunter now will go in motion left. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers will extend their 3rd quarter lead. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. 2nd and 6. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off the play fake. McGee being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Hunter now will go in motion left. To throw on 3rd down. McGee. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll drop the throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. 2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second and 2. Connection made with Chenault. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple. Looking to throw. McGee buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards at a 1st. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. McGee Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Howard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, McGee escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Young to throw it. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Panthers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Now 2nd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play. They were coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And they work this out past the 25. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 1st and 10, McGee flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McGee. And he can't hang on. He dropped it. He's had a great afternoon, but couldn't catch that one. It brings up 3rd. Well, they've got the comfortable 4th quarter lead, but still going to the air here. That one is a rarity. With all the success that they've had passing the ball, Charles, not many have actually hit the ground, but that one did there.
No, partner, we certainly have not seen many of those in this ball game, but I'm really happy to see this defense continue to fight. They're showing their pride.
Young on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Ready, shot, 17. Blue, go. Blue.
Young looks to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.